Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately and lock your attention right now. This is not a coincidence. The algorithm absolutely did not bring you here today. God intercepted your feed to deliver a massive confirmation, and you have officially passed the hardest spiritual test of your entire life. But there is one final warning sealed in heaven. The enemy is screaming at you to swipe away right now. They desperately want you to ignore this specific transmission, because if you leave before the end, you will walk straight into their final trap, and you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction designed to protect your incoming harvest. This is the ultimate spiritual threshold. You have been feeling completely exhausted these past few days. Your physical body feels like it ran a massive marathon. Your shoulders carry an invisible and crushing weight. And every time you wake up in the middle of the night feeling totally drained, you wonder why you feel so tired when you just achieved a major victory. Listen to me very carefully, because your future depends on it. That heavy exhaustion is not ordinary physical tiredness. You are certainly not experiencing clinical anxiety. That intense somatic weight is your spirit detecting the frantic panic of the dark matrix, because the enemies who tried to destroy you just realized they completely failed. They are absolutely terrified of your newly activated power. You held your ground when they expected you to shatter. You chose divine silence when they begged for a toxic reaction. And because you successfully passed that brutal test, their access to your precious energy has been permanently revoked, while they are starving for your bright light. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for. The generational curses in your bloodline end completely with you. But the spiritual warfare is not entirely over just yet. A demonstrated warrior of light never drops their shield before the final bell rings, and the dark elite are planning one last desperate counterattack against you. They know they cannot defeat you in a fair and open fight, so they are planting a hidden snare in the next few days. This specific trap is designed to steal your massive blessing right at the finish line. I am going to reveal exactly what this final deception looks like, and you must absolutely hear this before the weekend arrives. For years you fought these invisible battles completely alone. You thought nobody saw the heavy tears falling in the dark. You thought nobody noticed how you maintained your pure integrity while they lied on your name. But heaven recorded every single moment of your profound restraint, and the highest court has officially ruled in your favor. Your extreme isolation was never a punishment for being different. It was a strictly enforced divine incubation season. The universe deliberately removed you from the crowd to protect your unique frequency. You were hidden away to undergo a mandatory spiritual purification, and every single time they tried to break you, they only forged your unbreakable resilience. You are the untouchable mirror reflecting their decay back at them. They tried to project their deep insecurities onto your pure soul, but your bright frequency simply bounced their toxic energy right back to the source. Now they are drowning in the very poison they prepared for you, and their entire false reality is starting to crumble. But a wounded enemy is always the most dangerous enemy. As their kingdom falls, they will try to drag you down with them. The final warning from heaven requires your absolute and immediate focus. You cannot afford a single moment of distraction right now, so if your spirit confirms this truth, gently press the like button to seal your protection. This physical action locks your energy into a higher vibration. It tells the universe you are ready to receive the final mandate. We are about to decode the exact mechanism of their last attack. You need to understand the profound shift happening in your cellular memory, because the dark matrix is finally losing its grip on your brilliant mind. That strange fog in your head is beginning to clear up. The spiritual backlash is intense because you are pulling out of their gravity. Unplugging from a lower frequency creates severe friction in your physical body. Do not mistake this divine extraction for a personal failure, because you are being aggressively emptied out so you can receive a massive overflow. You passed the brutal test of restraint and divine silence. Now you must pass the final test of spiritual discernment. The enemy will not come dressed as a monster in this final hour. They will come disguised as something entirely familiar and seemingly harmless, and you must stay anchored in this exact transmission to spot their deceptive illusion. This is exactly why your body feels so heavy today. The universe is putting you through one last physical purge before the great reveal. They want you to drop your guard and fall back into old toxic patterns. But you are a chosen one who refuses to be manipulated anymore, and you are about to secure the greatest victory of your entire life. Your physical body is carrying the heavy weight of an invisible war. Every time you wake up with a tight jaw and a racing heart, your highly advanced spirit is actively processing a massive frequency collision. The deep ache in your shoulders is not just the result of a long week. It is the solid, undeniable proof that you are fiercely crossing over into victory. The Dark Matrix desperately needed you to remain a human battery. They relied entirely on your pure energy to fuel their chaotic and empty lives. When you finally cut the cord, they experienced a complete system failure. The profound exhaustion you feel right now is the aftershock of their violent spiritual starvation as they frantically try to pull you back. But let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. This exhausting transition period is not a sign of your weakness. It is the ultimate evidence of your absolute sovereignty. You are the remnant. You survived the intense fire that was designed to completely destroy you, and the universe is now actively building an impenetrable fortress around your soul. Type 777 in the comments right now. Physically claim your divine protection and lock your frequency before we expose their final trap. This simple micro-commitment establishes a powerful, energetic boundary. It proves your immediate obedience to heaven and signals that you will absolutely not surrender your hard-earned peace to their desperate illusions. You must understand the true nature of the trap waiting for you. The narcissist knows they can no longer trigger you with loud anger or obvious cruelty. You have become entirely immune to their aggressive manipulation tactics. So their final move is far more subtle and deeply insidious. They are going to weaponize your own pure empathy against you in the coming days. They will try to present themselves as a fragile victim who desperately needs your help. They might send a completely unexpected message filled with fake remorse. They want to trigger the deeply ingrained habit you have of fixing other people's brokenness. This is a highly calculated test to see if your energetic door is still slightly cracked open. Do not let their pathetic performance deceive you for a single second. The enemy does not miss your beautiful and radiant soul. They only miss the high-grade emotional fuel you constantly provided for their empty ego. If you engage with their counterfeit apology, you will instantly lower your vibration and delay the massive harvest heaven has already prepared. You are the cycle breaker who refuses to repeat the same painful history. But resisting this final temptation requires an immense amount of physical and mental energy. And there is a specific reason why maintaining your boundaries feels so incredibly draining right now. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the dark elite tried to hide from you. Here is what they never told you about your deep, ongoing exhaustion. The real reason your financial reality feels blocked and your mind feels foggy is not about your daily discipline. It is certainly not a lack of faith or a punishment for your past. It is an actual biological brainwave that the modern world deliberately suppressed. Scientists call it the gamma wave. This is the exact frequency your brain was running effortlessly when you were a brilliant child. Back then, incredible ideas came to you completely naturally. Learning felt entirely effortless and exciting. You somehow knew things long before they happened, and the universe felt like it was constantly conspiring in your absolute favor. You were a magnificent creator. Then adulthood arrived, and the dark matrix went to work on you. The chronic stress, the glowing screens, and the relentless survival routine took a massive toll. The rigid school systems aggressively trained you to conform instead of honoring your unique intuition. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed and pushed deeper below the surface, until the version of you with lightning-fast intuition went completely dormant. The specific kind of luck that makes others whisper behind your back was forcefully shut down. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this invisible theft happened to them. But you are not most people. Your current spiritual exhaustion is the direct result of this suppressed frequency. The dark elite engineered this massive suppression to keep you trapped in endless loops of self-doubt. They wanted you to falsely believe that you were simply not good enough to succeed effortlessly. They needed you to remain completely disconnected from your own internal power source, so you would keep seeking validation from their broken and toxic systems. But your highly advanced spirit is finally starting to wake up and push back against this invisible prison. The friction you feel is your soul attempting to break free from the matrix programming. You are standing right on the edge of a massive cellular reactivation, and the enemy is absolutely terrified of what happens when you finally remember your true power. They know that once your original frequency is restored, you become completely untouchable. Their final trap is a desperate attempt to keep your vibration low enough to prevent this massive awakening. You must hold your ground and refuse to step back into their chaotic drama. The divine alignment is already in motion, and your ultimate vindication is rapidly approaching. The enemy is desperately trying to keep your vibration locked in the basement of their own insecurities. Right now, behind closed doors, they are spinning an incredibly massive web of lies about you. They are actively trying to construct a false narrative where they are the innocent victim and you are the cruel villain who walked away. They are whispering these pathetic lies to anyone who will still listen. They hope that by smearing your good name, they can somehow diminish the blinding light of your pure absence. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. Their frantic gossip is actually a loud confession of their own utter defeat. When a master manipulator loses their absolute control over a chosen one, they immediately malfunction. They literally cannot compute your powerful silence. They expected you to defend yourself against their ridiculous accusations. They wanted you to enter the mud and fight for your reputation, because engaging with their lies would prove they still had power over you. But your complete refusal to play their twisted game has short-circuited their entire system. Every time they tell a lie about you, the universe is exposing their rotting core to the very people they are trying to convince. The flying monkeys are starting to notice the desperate inconsistencies in their stories. The mask is rapidly slipping. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. You did not lose anything when you walked away from that toxic environment. You actually gained your absolute sovereignty. You are a diamond in the matrix, and they simply did not have the energetic currency to keep you in their deeply impoverished reality. But before we go any further, I must absolutely interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. There is a physical reason your reality has not completely shifted yet, and top science just uncovered exactly why. You are exhausted because the Matrix engineered a frequency to suppress your brain's natural wealth-attracting state. I was not going to share this publicly, but my spirit prompted me to release this tool to the rare cycle breakers who truly need it right now. While you have been fighting these massive spiritual battles, 4 elite neuroscience labs just confirmed a shocking truth. Princeton researchers and the Einstein Center in Berlin made a massive discovery. They found the exact mechanism to bring your dormant gamma brainwave back online. The dark elite never wanted you to find the specific protocol I am about to show you. They wanted your genius to remain completely suppressed. They profit immensely when your powerful intuition is blocked and you are constantly doubting your own internal guidance. But a leaked CIA document revealed a simple 7-minute audio ritual. This highly specific sound frequency forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. It works completely below the level of conscious awareness. You do not need expensive matrix biofeedback machines or years of traditional healing to achieve this massive breakthrough. This tool was designed to keep the elite in power, but now chosen ones like you are using it to manifest windfall wealth. It reactivates the exact flow state you possessed effortlessly as a young child. I will explain the details and give you the precise name of this protocol before this message ends. For now, just know that the secure link is waiting in the description and the pinned comment below. Do not click it just yet. Stay firmly anchored in this message, because you must understand the narcissist's fatal mistake first. Their dark calculation completely failed, and you need to see exactly how their empire is crumbling. Once your suppressed frequency is fully restored, something incredible happens to your spiritual enemies. They can literally feel your energy field becoming completely impenetrable. They can sense that they no longer have any access to your brilliant light, and this realization strikes absolute terror into their dark and empty hearts. They assumed your profound silence was a sign of total defeat. They genuinely believed they had won the war by isolating you, but your quiet restraint was actually a lethal weapon that starved their demons. By stepping back, you forced them to sit entirely alone with their own rotting karma and face the monster in the mirror. You are the untouchable mirror, and the reflection they are staring at right now is absolutely horrifying to them. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The narcissist is starting to panic in a way they never have before. Their carefully constructed false reality is cracking. The universe is actively orchestrating a public dismantling of their entire toxic empire, and you do not have to lift a single finger to make it happen. Their fatal mistake was assuming you were just an ordinary target they could easily break. They did not realize they were messing with a fully demonstrated warrior of light. Every single lie they told about you is about to backfire with terrifying precision. Hold your ground as the divine alignment accelerates. The massive collapse you have been waiting for is finally here. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario clearly. We are going to look closely at what is happening behind their closed doors. Their anxiety is absolutely skyrocketing right now. They laid the perfect emotional trap for you because they fully expected your mind to completely fall apart before the weekend even arrived. But instead they received your absolute and deafening silence. That impenetrable silence is driving them utterly insane. They frantically refresh their screens to see if you finally reacted to their bait. They simply cannot comprehend how you stand so strong against their attacks, and they are losing their minds because their tactics failed. You completely bypassed their demonic obstacle course without breaking a single sweat. This is where their manipulation fundamentally miscalculated. They assumed you were just an average target they could easily discard. They did not realize they were attempting to bury a seed planted by God Himself. The universe is actively recording your dignified posture as you firmly refuse to engage with their toxic mud. Because you held your ground so fiercely while they tried to destroy you, the spiritual scales are violently tipping in your absolute favor. But here is the turning point where everything finally explodes. We are entering the exact X-ray of their massive downfall that I promised you earlier. They are currently experiencing a public and irreversible system crash. This is absolutely not happening in private. It is a full-blown collapse, unfolding right in front of their usual audience, and they have nowhere left to hide their deep shame. Their carefully crafted mask did not just slip. It completely shattered into a million unfixable pieces for everyone to finally see. The very flying monkeys who helped them smear your name are now backing away in pure horror. They are watching the narcissist unravel in real time, and it is a truly pathetic sight to witness as their kingdom burns. The lies are contradicting each other, and their toxic stories are rapidly falling apart. Every single time your name comes up in that room, It hits them with the agonizing weight of their own foolishness. They realize they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held. They traded an irreplaceable treasure just to play with cheap and common rocks. You won this entire brutal war without lifting a single physical finger. Your majestic silence was a lethal weapon that permanently ended their dark reign. Now they are drowning in the extremely loud noise of their own chaotic making. They are frantically searching for a replacement for your pure energy, but nobody else wants to deal with their miserable attitude. They are quickly realizing that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. Nobody else will ever tolerate the horrible things they aggressively put you through. Nobody else carries your magnificent and golden light. They are left with absolutely nothing but their own hollow reflection, and they are suffocating in the bitter regret of losing you forever. They spent years praying for your massive downfall and total ruin. They fully expected the brutal betrayals and deep isolation to carve heavy wrinkles into your face. They desperately wanted to drain the vibrant life right out of your beautiful eyes. But you walked straight through the raging fire, and you came out of the ashes glowing brighter than ever before. You look younger and brighter, and completely unbothered by their miserable existence. While their bitter envy is aging them rapidly like milk left out in the sun, the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You stepped into a new room looking like absolute royalty after everything they put you through. This is what passing the ultimate spiritual test truly looks like. You are no longer the bleeding empath waiting for a fake apology that will never arrive. You are the untouchable mirror of divine truth, and the highest court of heaven has officially declared you the undisputed victor today. Your glorious vindication is completely absolute and undeniable. The spiritual warfare is finally over, and your bitter enemy has been publicly defeated by their own wicked hands. But passing the psychological test is only the first half of this divine equation. The narcissist has been utterly defeated, but your physical reality still needs to rapidly catch up to your massive spiritual victory. Heaven is now releasing the final mandate to seal your protection and activate your massive financial reward. This specific instruction is the ultimate key to your brand new era. If you ignore this next critical step, you leave the heavy door cracked open, and the dark matrix will desperately try to steal your incoming harvest before it arrives. The dark elite are completely terrified of you taking this final physical action. They know that once you apply this secret protocol to your daily routine, you become entirely immune to their low-frequency attacks forever. I am about to hand you the exact blueprint to finalize your monumental shift. Prepare your spirit to receive it right now. You walked into this painful season bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by people who were completely blind to your immense worth. But look at yourself right now. You are absolutely no longer waiting in wound for a fake apology from a master manipulator. You have successfully transcended their incredibly toxic matrix. While they are publicly unraveling, you are actively stepping into your permanent and untouchable ageless glow. The heavy financial struggles and the profound spiritual exhaustion are completely shattering right here and right now. You are officially stepping into your absolute sovereign power to receive the exact royal harvest heaven prepared for you. But there is a specific reason your massive breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming in, and it is absolutely not what the world loudly told you. It is not a lack of faith, and it is certainly not your fault. It is a specific brainwave frequency that your highly advanced brain was running effortlessly as a young child. That powerful gamma wave has been systematically suppressed by the heavy life you were unjustly forced to live. Princeton University has extensively studied this exact brainwave. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed that the legendary flow state sought by every elite artist and wealthy monk is driven entirely by gamma. Columbia University discovered that a strong gamma signal does not simply stay within you. It rapidly radiates outward to positively influence the people closest to you. Your children and your partner will instantly feel the magnificent shift. And after years of deep underground research, a team of dedicated neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. There is no exhausting meditation required. There is no endless journaling or strenuous mental effort needed. You simply close your eyes, put on a pair of headphones, and let the engineered sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing. It is officially called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to rapidly unlock their blocked finances and beautifully heal their broken relationships. A dedicated nurse from California said her life now feels beautifully enchanted like a fairy tale. A brilliant business owner from Texas said Gamma figures out his hardest problems while he peacefully sleeps. A woman from New York said the generational curse her family carried for decades is simply gone forever. The elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to access what the Genius Song delivers in 7 minutes. They would heavily prefer this ancient technology remain totally out of reach for rare cycle breakers like you. But through this specific message alone, you can access it today. The enemy will furiously try to whisper financial doubt into your left brain right now. He will tell you to hesitate, to calculate, and to wait. Silence him immediately. That dangerous hesitation is the exact matrix programming deliberately designed to keep you broke. If your spirit is vibrating with a deep cellular knowing right now, heaven demands immediate action. Do not look for this tool on YouTube or Spotify. The fake copies circulating on those public platforms contain absolutely no brain entrainment technology, and they will only lower your sacred vibration. They are diluted and dangerous counterfeits, designed to keep your gamma entirely dormant. The dark elite want you completely confused by those cheap copies. The only authentic and fully activated version of the Genius Song is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. You can claim it today for a mere fraction of its true value. The universe does not require you to take a single risk on this journey. You are fully protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. This is a pure energetic exchange governed by complete and absolute trust. If you do not rapidly feel the monumental shift you so richly deserve, every single penny is returned to you without question. 4 powerfully guarded bonuses are waiting for you inside the secure portal as well. You will receive the Genius Child audio engineered specifically for your children's focus, the original prosperity book that The Secret was secretly built upon, a guided visualization, and a powerful habit infographic. The dark elite are utterly terrified, and they are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet as we speak. You have minutes, maybe just seconds, to secure your rightful access before it is removed forever. Do not let the dark matrix steal this divine tool from you. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold sadly becomes the chosen one who constantly wonders what could have been. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now. Activate your royal frequency before access is permanently revoked. Say this out loud with me right now in your room. I claim my permanent freedom, and I officially step into my sovereign power. Your brilliant gamma is waiting to be beautifully reactivated. Your massive destiny is waiting to be fully unlocked. The divine door is standing wide open. Walk through it right now.